It's about to go down.
It's lovely pass, and here he turns cleverly. Can he find a finish? Oh, he can!
Skilled by Joshua, and a return right hand. Good counter right. Bullen is hurt. Second right hand. That clipped him as well. Now he goes in for the kill.
Well, Ricciardo is inching into the lead, and Ricciardo that win the Italian Grand Prix!
Iguodala running the floor.
Still leading the way with Canada in there too, with the Netherlands.
And Musa makes it 4 goals in 2 World Cup matches.
The Monaco Grand Prix! Ricciardo triumphant in Monza.
Through Bowden, Barrett, and an early touch and an excellent...
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Hello, viewers out there, and welcome to Sports Orbit. My name is Afacho. Salifu Usman is right here in the studio with me. Salifu, welcome to Sports Orbit once again.
Good afternoon, Afan, and good afternoon, our esteemed viewers.
All right, today we'll be starting Sports Orbit on, shall I say, a rather sad note. You get to decide when you hear the story. Anyway, for a lot of us who have been following basketball in Nigeria, know that the crisis in the Nigerian Basketball Federation has been lingering for a while, and as a result of the protracted crisis, the president has actually approved the withdrawal of Nigeria from all international competitions for 2 years. Actually, this news broke not too long ago, and of course, a statement to that effect read that following the unending crisis that have plagued and nearly crippled the development of basketball in Nigeria, President Muhammad Buhari has approved the withdrawal of Nigeria from all international basketball competitions for a period of 2 years with immediate effect. The withdrawal of Nigeria is in order to concentrate efforts by the government towards revamping the sport from the grassroots as well as the domestic leagues, which have become moribund. This will also allow for the setting up of an interim management committee to oversee the management and development of the domestic basketball leagues in Nigeria, and to further address other related issues around the development and advancement of the game in Nigeria. Stated further that accordingly, government intends to utilize this period of break to address all contentious issues among all stakeholders. The terms of reference and membership of interim management committee will be announced in due course. In issuing the order, the federal government reiterates its interest and commitment to the development of the sport of basketball in Nigeria, as well as huge talent of our youth domestically, in an atmosphere free of rancor and squabbles. Government therefore calls on players, officials, and fans and other stakeholders of the sport to remain calm as it embarks on far-reaching initiatives to reposition, sustain, and stabilize the game of basketball for growth and success in the long-term interest of the country. Salifu, there we have it. Since last year, not just since last year, we've cried, we've shouted, complained bitterly on this program. In fact, on different sport programs you watch all across different media, people have cried, complained, to no avail. But here now, the federal government has said, well, since you can't put your house in order, then everybody should suspend every activity as it relates to basketball. So this is where we have found ourselves now. This is actually now back to square one.
Yeah, thank you, Alpha. Just like you say, these decisions, in as much as it's called, will be very hard one to the lovers of basketball and to fans of basketball, and for some of us who are very sympathetic in the game of basketball, in as much as we have to come out with a hard one to take, but we have no choice than to accept these decisions, because if they say in atmosphere of rancor when there's no peace, there's no progress. And for years, this is 5 years now that Nigerian basketball has been in the leadership position.
Yeah.
For both 5 years, we have been in leadership roles, and for good, within this for further 5 years, there's no any attempt to develop the basketball in the country. Yes, many people, I know some people will come out to pick against this decision, or vis-a-vis the view that we are not be doing badly when it comes to international competitions. That they are just now, the big casualty, the first casualty of this decision is the Tigers who are qualified for FIBA World Cup. That means that the FIBA World, they are not going to participate in the FIBA World Cup. Many people will come to Lament and complain. Yes, the development of basketball is not about playing in international competition. How did they replicate in their domestic scene? We can't be playing that. You can't be claimed to be playing basketball internationally. We can't be claimed that we are doing well internationally when it comes to the game of basketball, and we don't have the house is on fire, and we don't have a domestic league in the country. Most of the boys who are the girls who paraded to claim that they are representing Nigeria and to claim that Nigeria is doing well in the game of basketball are all them who are bred up in another man's country, who have been trained by another nation, but they are Nigerians, but all of them are not dwelling in Nigeria here. So they train, they play their basketball in another country, and they only came to represent you. The only thing that connects us between them and Nigeria is that they only come to wear our green one jersey. So, and if we are doing well, claim that we are doing well, and in the local scene, in the domestic basketball scene, we are not playing basketball in the country. And if we are not playing basketball in the country, what is the game of the game of basketball? A whole lot of youth who have interest in basketball, their dream has been shot. There's no any hope for them. And just like we see the difference when the basketball players, they're ongoing to mark the ball championship who have been on since last year, and after the round of 16 that just ended on Tuesday. So the players after the round of 16 just ended, now we just ended the round of 16 about the ball championship. The next phase of it is the round of 8, and after the round of 8, they progress to the semi-final and then to the ultimately final. That means by November, by July or June, anything about mark the ball will come to an end. And the player not on their own standard. Well, if for 5 years we have been in idle, nothing, and now somebody and a private individual just come and organize this competition. And by the time this competition ends by July, they will now back to square one where we were. And then how is that fit? And that's why the player on the other decided to take a peaceful protest to the office of the honorable minister, asking the minister to intervene in this situation, that they cannot continue to run. And they actually accuse the minister that the minister is not is indifferent. He's not care about their plight. And you have to take a decision. And here we have the decision. But one more part has put that yes, we have to withdraw. And thank God, if you look at the statement of the government, that government intend to utilize this period of 2 years from the break to develop the basketball. We need to put our house order before we go out. You just like a housewife or a husband who claim to be look good outside and in his house there's a trouble in his house.
Exactly. Well, I mean, that's a situation where we have found ourselves. Well, like I said earlier, we had complained severally, pleaded with the powers that be in basketball to shake their swords, to come at peace. But it looks like all our pleas fell on deaf ears, and now who is going to be the loser? Because, like we said, I mean, nobody will go around parading that I'm the president anymore. Because, exactly. What I'm presiding over. So, but the most painful part is the players who have been caught up in all of in this whole crossfire.
And to even add to it, the good things about this decision, in as much as it come with the hard, it's a hard sacrifice, you have to take it in good faith, but it's very hard to take. But the good thing about that, individuals who are all this year parading, they say claiming that they love the basketball, see they the president, they want to develop basketball. This period of 2 years that government, this window that government has made now, is an opportunity for them to show to the government, show to Nigeria that yes, truly they mean the development of basketball. You can't be your president. Being a president of basketball is not about flying on the plane, flying to international competition, flying on the plane to go and grab players who are playing somewhere to come and represent Nigeria. Now, bring your all your everything you have, your capacities, your powers, or your financial model, whatever you have. Bring in now and to show that you really care about the development of basketball. Let's see those individuals. Let's see what they are going to do in the next 2 years. When this video that government has placed that we will do to develop basketball. It is now. If you really care about development, it is now that you have to invest in the basketball. Because if your desire is not about to be on the plane all the time, to go for extra call allowance and to go for social allowance, now bring out your resources, bring out your energy and your strength, whatever you have, to put into the game of basketball. Let's see what you are going to prove in the next 2 years. Let's see who is living well on the game of basketball. And one of the background of this option, even the player who says we maybe cry for that the Tigers will be the casualties of this. Will be the first casualty of the decision. But we have from the good authority that even players have wrote several letters of protest to the Minister of Business that they are ready to embarrass Nigeria on the international scene. If remember, those Tigers, their money that they allowance up to today has not been sent to. And somebody who presided that decision still want to be continued as the president of the basketball, still want to continue. And the players have told us that if nothing is done, they are going to embarrass Nigeria. And remember what this another player at the Tokyo Olympics. And the government seeing this, and in order to allow such a thing to happen again, that's why I'm going to say, let's withdraw from the basketball for the next 2 years, and we use that to put our hands in order. To me, I commend this decision for everyone, in as much as it's very hard to play, and all Nigerians who has anything to do with basketball to support this issue. And let's do this within these 2 years to develop our basketball. When we come out next year, when we come out after these 2 years, we'll come out stronger.
All right, away from basketball to the WAFU B Under-20 Championship, where the Flying Eagles were in action actually yesterday against the Etalons of Burkina Faso, and that one ended in a 2-2 all draw. But with that result, the Flying Eagles have sealed the place in the semi-final of the competition currently taking place in Niger. The team who defeated Ghana on Sunday in their opening Group B match knew that its win will still see them advance to the next phase. And they almost had the win, but thanks to Ibrahim Mohamed deserved 24-minute goal and Ibrahim Yaya's spot kick. Well, with this result now, the Flying Eagles are through to the semi-final of the WAFU Under-20 B Championship.
So that's a good step forward. Player to draw.
Yeah.
It's not the just like I was saying yesterday, that the Ladan Bush should not be making much yes. Having secured 2 victory against Ghana, it's not the year that we have arrived.
Yeah.
And now, ordinarily, we consider Ghana's more stronger than the Burkina Faso. And again, the Burkina Faso, and now consider too late go to draw 2-2. But in as well, it's exhaustive qualify them for the semi-final and prove that they will be able to make their amendment and correct whatever laps that have happened in the second match, when they go to in the semi-final match.
Yeah, now on to some local news also, where Rivers United forwarders talking about Ishaq Kayode is actually on cloud 9 now, as he's got his first invitation to the Super Eagles squad that will take on Mexico and Ecuador in an international friendly. We call that Coach Salifu Yusuf invited 8 home-based professionals to that team. Of course, the players who made the professional list are the pair of goalkeepers of Aqua United and also of Eyim Badas, talking about Adeyinka and Ojo Olorun Lekeyan. The Rivers United forward is excited for him. This is a dream come true, and I think we must give some kudos to Salisu Yusuf actually for this thing, because I mean it's been quite a long time since there's been an Eagles call-up where you have at least 8 home-based players in the team. At a point, it looked like we didn't even have any home-based players anymore. But I think these things like this are things that really give this sort of players some encouragement. But anyway, we'll come back and continue on this topic. But at this point, we'll go on a short break. When we come back, Sport Orbit continues.
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158 Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Hello, welcome back from that short break. You're on to Sports Orbit. And before we went on that break, we were talking about the invitation of a good number of home-based players to the Super Eagles squad to face Mexico and Ecuador in that double-header friendly taking place in the United States of America. I mean, like we were saying earlier, credit to the coach. Well, I think maybe this is one of the reasons why some people have been clamoring for a home-based coach for the Eagles. A lot of people feel at least a home-based coach who is more familiar with the terrain will at least give opportunities to a good number of home-based players. And like I said earlier, it's been a long time since you see 8 home-based players getting invitation to. I think for me, the most important thing moving ahead should not just be inviting them, but on the day of these 2 matches, I would like to see at least a minimum of at least 4 of them getting to taste action.
First 11.
Yes, getting to taste action in this. I mean, it's only a friendly, so you could as well rest a lot of some of our foreign-based stars. At least 4 players could at least get, even if it's 20-30 minutes of action in these friendly matches.
Thank you very much for that addition, and that's what I wanted to hear. You know, it's not about just inviting the players.
Yeah.
Just like John also said, to Salis Yusu. The last time we see that a pool of a home-based player in the national team was during after the exit of during the Keshi.
Exactly.
And since the Keshi left, we have not seen the sizable numbers of the home-based player of the home-based player in the Super Eagles team. And what we normally see just addition of either 1 or 2, and those 1 always mean a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And but thank God that Salis Yusu, I'm not even surprised that Salis Yusu. I would even be surprised that if I would even see more.
More, yeah.
After let's say even 12, because Salis Yusu has been within the local coach. He was Rangers, unlike on the Netro who never played with him, who never watched the local team. Salis Yusu play against those players, see those players play on week in, week out. So you need to know more of them. And for the circle of Republic United, who is in Cloud 9 for the invitation to congratulate him, the dream of any players is to play for a national team. Yes, he has the opportunity in his hand now. What is now left for him is for him how he makes best use of this opportunity. One thing is to invite you, and at the same time, another thing is that how do you grab the opportunities that came to your hand? You know, opportunity just may come once in a lifetime. This is his own opportunity that's come to him. There are several players that he was invited from the local. Not only he is the best player in the local team. There are many players who in the local board. The opportunity is not become on the time, but he has opportunity. It's left for him to grab the opportunity that has told to him. If he misses it, then other people will take the chance. So it's not about just begin to celebrate the invitation. All he needs to identify with him is to concentrate and try to improve himself. And before the camp open, get to the camp and try to convince the coach that yes, you are better than even the foreign invitees that are coming, and to get to action to play. Prove yourself that yes, you don't just deserve invitation, that you deserve a place in the national team.
Now to some athletics, the 22 Diamond League hurdles will begin tomorrow actually in Doha, Qatar, and Nigeria's Toby Amuson has been listed by the World Athletics Body among the world-class women who will be at that race at the Wonder Diamond League meeting in Doha, which will begin actually tomorrow. The reigning African and Commonwealth Games 100 hurdles medals champion is built to race against 8 other stars, including Tokyo Olympic silver medalist winner Kendra Harris of USA, Jamaicans Megan Tapper, bronze medal winner also at the Tokyo Olympics. So I hope keeping our eye on that one. Toby Amuson once again. And for the Diamond League, I mean, when it comes to hurdles, we all know she's one of the most highly rated female athletes when it comes to 100 meters hurdles.
So which have good luck, and he has good ability to do here probably. He has proved as a male that although at the Olympic it was unfortunate that he couldn't make the medal, and I could see the pain in her eyes when he couldn't make the medal. But there was every hope that he's definitely going to make the medal. But unfortunately, they are starting first because they didn't start well.
Yeah.
And according to how it was alleged that the US guy who pulled her or struck her during the process, and that's why he couldn't make it. But the IOC and the Organization of the Olympic State prove it otherwise. But we feel that she goes for these are ahead of the Commonwealth game. He should be able to pull and continue to be who she is. Nobody's that about her chances, and I hope that he will be able to deliver once again.
All right, on to our next story now, where President of the Nigerian Olympic Committee, that's Engineer Abu Ahmed Gumel, is among distinguished persons who have been honored by the government of Japan with the most prestigious award called the Order of the Rising Sun Award. Gumel, one of the most revered administrators in the IOC, will receive the Order of the Rising Sun Gold Race Ribbon, awarded in the name of His Majesty the Emperor of Japan. That's in recognition of his contribution towards promoting friendship between Nigeria and Japan, and of course his contributions to the International Olympic Committee, and how the NOC especially. I mean, you can't take it away from someone like Engineer Gumel, who has been in charge of the NOC for quite a while. Well, but receiving a honor from a foreign country, well, it shows that he's doing something good.
It's almost looking like a lifetime.
Yeah, of course.
Except for the short period that Sanu Dalusa presided, Sanu Dalusa, where he was appointed as Minister of Transport in 2007. So between 2010, and he used his ministerial position to knock Gumel out of the office and taking over as the president of the AOC. But when he left the office,
Gumel bounced back.
Gumel now teaching me lesson that no, you only use government power then. But then when it comes to this politics, we are here, we know you better than you. And since then he has been decided. And Gumel, you can't take it away, just like you can't take it away from here. He's one of the revered sport administrators when it comes to IOC. He has been a member of IOC for years, and you continue to be there. You're the only one representing Nigeria at the IOC for years, and you continue to represent Nigeria. And the government of Japan, in their own wisdom, have seen his contribution and see what he has done to the game of basketball in terms of international relations. Try to connect the two countries together, and in their wisdom, believe that he has made a positive impact when it comes to international relations, the diplomatic relations between Nigeria and Japan. He has played a bigger influence to ensure that two countries unite and work together. And in that, give him one of the revered award, one of the powerful awards. Only two Nigerians have held that award. The best way that get that award was the former Minister of National Planning.
Officer Isaac Adeole, and of course Officer Mohammed Ghana, he's a former ambassador of Nigeria to Japan.
And where is the only one person coming from the sports sector, coming from the government, from the different angle to back that one of the highest awards of the Japan. So congratulations to both.
All right, now to the Italian Cup, where last night Inter Milan defeated Juventus 4-2 to emerge winners of this year's Coppa Italia, ensuring Massimiliano Allegri's team, that's talking about Juventus, will go trophyless this season also. Looks like since CR7 left that team, they've been struggling in the Champions League, didn't do too well. The league is completely out of their hands, and they're hoping to at least lay their hands on the Coppa Italia, but Inter Milan, who are current champions, had other plans and ensured that Juventus will finish this season trophyless.
So, wish them well. Congratulations to the Inter Milan.
All right. Away from that now to the EPL, where some matches went down yesterday in the English Premier League. Of course, Chelsea were in action. Man City were also in action. For Man City was another routine victory. Results of yesterday, where producer has it. EPL matches yesterday. Man City was in action yesterday, and I think they won that one, and that helped them, brought them back to the top of the table.
3 points. 3-point gap lead.
Results, please, producer. Yeah, so also Chelsea too were in action in that one. I think Chelsea also won that one yesterday.
And into this match, the biggest one is today. Tottenham by Arsenal. You call it cup final, whatever any name you can call it, you call it, and that would be going to be a star match today. And
Sorry, quickly, the result of yesterday was 3-0 as Chelsea versus Leeds. Well, for Man City versus Wolves, it was a 5-1 complete thrashing of Wolves. Everton and Watford, it was a 0-0 draw. This was the first time Watford actually will be playing a match without tasting defeat, even though they've already been relegated for Leicester City. Exactly. For Leicester City, I mean, the misery continues for Norwich City, who have been relegated already. It was 3-0 in that one. While today, of course, like we said earlier, is going to be Arsenal versus Tottenham, not London Derby. Everything to play for. Top 4 at stake, who eventually makes it, and it will be a cracker tonight.
Yeah, it's only going to be top 4 is at stake, and everything to play for. Apart from the top 4 at stake, the two teams have their pedigree, their neighbor rivals, so that will also come to play. And but the most important thing is that who win to this match and the top 4. The winner of today. If Arsenal win today, that means Arsenal is secure and sure of their place in the top 4. But if they lose anything short of victory, that means they have to ensure that they get the result from the remaining two matches. So, and definitely it's going to be a very tough one for both players, for both players and for even their fans.
Absolutely. Well, to our last story before you go, where newly appointed United coach Erik ten Hag actually celebrated his third league title with Ajax last night as Ajax overcame won that one 5-0 against Heerenveen. Erik ten Hag is living on a high, having won a third league title for Ajax before his departure to begin his spell as United coach come 2022-2023 season beginning.
That is a good one. That's a farewell trophy.
A farewell trophy.
Farewell trophy for the Ajax fans. And now Ajax fans will definitely have a memory of him where he lived, and I hope that he'll be able to replicate the same gestures at Ajax when he came to the mind.
Absolutely. And as a follow-up to that, in fact, as of this afternoon, also reports broke that Ajax has appointed a former Belgian coach to take over from Ten Hag. The appointment was made this afternoon. And for Ten Hag also, after that victory yesterday, as of this afternoon, he had a meeting with United representatives who were in Holland to discuss his signings for the new summer. So looks like he's not allowing his league win get into his head, and he wants to get down quickly to business.
To the mind business. And, welcome him to the Premier League, unless he's going to be in the Premier League. Definitely, we hope that what he has done in Ajax will be able to respect the same in my he has the material is already there in the mind. The fans, the players, and everything are there. And just like in one of our stories, when the Mayu legend, the England legend, David Beckham was saying that Ronaldo need to stay back. But we hope that Ronaldo should be able to stay back in the Man United. In as much as Man United is not going to play in the Champions League, Ronaldo has nothing to prove in the Champions League. He has seen it all in the Champions League. There's nothing left for him in the Champions League to take. So it must not be that.
I think the only trophy in football he's looking for right now is the World Cup.
Definitely.
Because I mean he has won the Euros, won even the UEFA Nations League. So I think the only trophy he's looking for in football as this now is just the World Cup. So
you have to remain in the Man U and continue to build, and it should be a rally point in the Man U.
I agree with you completely. Anyway, viewers, that is where we slam the brakes on today's episode of Sports Orbit. It's been nice talking sports with you in the last 30 plus minutes. Salifu, thank you for being in the studio once again with me today.
Thank you.
All right, tomorrow again. Tomorrow is Friday, like we say. Thank God it's Friday, but that's tomorrow. We'll bring you our last episode of Sports Orbit for the week. Until then, stay safe out there, and it's goodbye from here.